What if I told you that some of the world's biggest innovations weren't created by CEOs or business owners, but by regular employees just like you? The PlayStation, Gmail, and even Post-it note all started as ideas from people who didn't own the company. They thought like entrepreneurs inside their own workplace, what we call intrapreneurs, and guess what? You can do it too. You too can convert your ideas into actions and results. So let's find out how. Have you ever had a brilliant idea at work, but felt like you didn't have the power to make it happen? Maybe you spotted a problem in how things are done, but thought, I'm just an employee, what can I do alone? Well, let me tell you, entrepreneurs don't wait for permission. They take ownership, innovate, and lead change from within. You don't need to start a company to think like an entrepreneur. In fact, the best companies succeed because of employees who think bigger than their job description. So today we are unlocking the mindset, strategies, and stories of entrepreneurs so you can innovate, lead, and create impact right where you are. Welcome to Agna Academy. I'm Girish Hebbani. To become a good entrepreneur, you must do one main thing. You need to deliver impact for your organization. To deliver lasting impact, you need to be able to demonstrate good entrepreneurship. This is made of three things. Innovation, by identifying problems and crafting solutions. Influence, by bringing others on board through collaboration and trust. Implementation, by putting the plan into action and driving results. So let's understand this a bit more. Let's use your soccer team as a plain and simple example. Here is the scenario. Your soccer team is struggling with scoring penalty shootout goals in critical matches. So let us apply the concept. Innovate. You study the great players and games and notice your team is not taking the penalties the right way. You suggest different kicking styles and goal areas to target. Influence. You bring this idea to your captain and teammates, showing them examples from professional teams that successfully use this tactic. Implement. During a friendly match, you test the new method. The team sees a noticeable improvement in scores, and the coach adopts it permanently. So what is the essence? So you see gaps, study solutions, inspire others to try something new. Let us capture more of the essence of entrepreneurship from different angles. First thing is spot. Identify opportunities or inefficiencies. Solve. Develop creative and practical solutions. Scale. Expand and implement your ideas for broader impact. Observe. Pay attention to gaps and opportunities. Optimize. Improve processes or systems. Own. Take responsibility and lead the change. If you're already doing all of these, then you are a seasoned entrepreneur. If not, let us learn some more. Let's start with this. Ever feel frustrated at work because something is inefficient? Maybe it's a process that takes too long, a system that is outdated, or a problem no one seems to be solving. Here's the truth. Every great innovation starts with spotting a gap. Ever feel like your workplace could be so much more efficient, but no one's doing anything about it? Well, that's where you come in. You think there has to be a better way. Instead of complaining, you build a simple solution, saving your team many hours a week. So, key lesson, you see a problem, spark a solution, and you solve it. Your impact will follow. Now, here's the thing. Having a great idea is one thing. Getting people on board, that's more difficult, and that's the real magic. Here's a secret most people don't tell you. Ideas don't succeed on their own. People do. You need buy-in, allies, and supporters. No matter how brilliant your idea is, if no one believes in it, it won't go anywhere. So build a network of allies before you build solutions. Let's talk about failure. Yeah, that's the thing that everyone's afraid of. Here's the reality. It's not the opposite of success, it's part of the process. Know about the game Angry Birds? Did you know the company behind it failed 51 times before creating the hit game? Well, 51. Imagine quitting even after attempt 10. Lastly, is take ownership. You don't need a title to be a leader. You don't need permission to take action. Here are some insights. The future of work is intrapreneurial. The World Economic Forum says by 2030, nearly 50% of jobs will require employees to think like entrepreneurs. Skills like problem solving, creativity, and cross-functional collaboration are becoming essential in modern workplaces. Entrepreneurs drive innovation within companies. A study by the Harvard Business Review found that 70% of breakthrough innovations come from entrepreneurs working within existing organizations. Famous innovations like Post-it notes and Google Maps were the result of entrepreneurial efforts. The main insight is that the future belongs to professionals who can combine entrepreneurial thinking with organizational teamwork and deliver impact for their organization. So how to start? So you start by using design thinking as a framework. So let's talk about design thinking. It's a framework to use in your journey of entrepreneurship. If you're not familiar, design thinking is a structured way to solve problems creatively and, of course, empathetically. It's about understanding the people that you're designing a solution for, whether that's your customers, your colleagues, or your boss, and crafting solutions that meet their needs. So what's step one? You empathize. Start with people. Imagine you're on a product team in a tech company and you notice that customers keep complaining about how complicated the interface is. Instead of jumping straight to solutions, design thinking urges you to step into their shoes. Conduct interviews or surveys with users. Find out what's frustrating them. Why does this problem matter to them? Let's say you discover that users are overwhelmed by too many menu options. That's your insight. You've now understood their pain point. So what's the lesson? The best innovations don't start with ideas. They start with empathy. To drive change, you need to deeply understand who you are solving for. Step two, define and frame the problem. Next, you synthesize what you have learned into a clear problem statement. Instead of saying our product is bad, you might define the issue as users struggle to complete basic tasks because the interface is cluttered. This step sharpens your focus. Instead of solving vague or unrelated problems, you are zeroing in on what really matters. So clarity creates momentum. When you define the problem well, you inspire others to rally behind the mission. Step three, ideate. Here's where the creativity kicks in. With your team, you brainstorm potential solutions to the problem. What if you redesign the interface with just three main options? What if you added a tutorial for first-time users? No idea is too wild at this stage. So let's say your team votes on a simplified navigation bar as your most promising idea. This is your innovation moment, where you dream up game-changing ideas to address a real challenge. So bold ideas emerge when you invite collaboration and think outside the box. Step 4 is prototype. Ideas are great, but results happen when you test them. You create a mock-up of the new navigation bar and test it with a small group of users. Some feedback is positive, but you also learn that users still struggle to find advanced settings. That's okay. This stage is all about learning. Prototypes allow you to define and refine your solution before committing resources. So don't aim for perfection on day one. Start small, test early, and adapt as you go. Step 5. With user feedback in hand, you tweak your prototype and test again. Maybe you add a drop-down menu for settings. This cycle of testing and improving continues until you land on a solution that works. Once you've got something that users love, you pitch it to the others, and then you now have a validated solution. The simplicity of your innovation increases customer satisfaction, and this can then be implemented in other areas across the organization. The lesson is execution is most important, and your solution you need to build trust and credibility. Here are some tips and secrets of your entrepreneurial playbook that you can use. Start small, but think big. Don't wait for a grand opportunity to prove your skills. Start with small, manageable projects that align with your company's goals. Demonstrate impact and then scale up. The secret? Small wins builds credibility and opens doors to bigger opportunities. Next, understand the bigger picture. Align your ideas with your organization mission, vision, and goals. When your innovation supports the company's objectives, it's easier to gain buy-in from leadership. Here's the secret. Learn what matters most to your organization and your boss and frame your ideas as solutions to its challenges. Build bridges, not walls. Collaboration is the backbone of entrepreneurship. Cultivate relationships across departments and involve diverse perspectives in your projects. The secret? Allies from other teams can provide insights, resources, and support to propel your ideas forward. Communicate like a professional. Your ideas are only as powerful as your ability to communicate them. Tailor your pitch to different stakeholders and use storytelling to make your vision more compelling. The secret is focus on the why behind your idea to inspire action. Have courage. Don't fear failure, but learn from it. Failure is part of the process. Treat it as a learning experience that refines your approach and bringing you closer to success. Be resourceful and creative. Entrepreneurs often work with limited resources. Find clever ways to maximize what you have and prove the value of your idea with minimal investment. A secret, a prototype or project can go a long way in demonstrating feasibility. Cultivate resilience. Expect resistance and setbacks. Whether it is skepticism from colleagues or delays in approvals, resilience will help you persevere and stay focused on your goals. Keep refining your idea and be patient. Change takes time, and that's a secret. Lead by example. Entrepreneurship is as much about ideas as well as showing initiative and taking ownership of your project, and demonstrate that you have the right mindset. So you need to allow and make others inspired to follow you. So the data is your best ally. Use metrics and evidence to show how your idea produces results. So a well-prepared business case can be a deciding factor in getting your idea approved. But here's your bonus secret. Celebrate the small wins. Every step forward is progress. Acknowledge milestones, no matter how small, to keep yourself and your team motivated. So the tip is momentum is contagious. When people see progress, they're more likely to support your vision to solve that problem. So these tips and secrets form a practical playbook for anyone aspiring to become a successful entrepreneur. Let us take common workplace examples where you can apply using the spot, solve, and scale method. Automating time-consuming processes. So you are a young professional in a finance department and you notice that the monthly reporting process involves manual data entry, consuming hours of the team's time. To solve, you create a small automation script using Excel or Python to streamline the data consolidation process. Scaling. After demonstrating a success in your team, you pitch the idea to the leadership team and work with IT to scale the automation across multiple departments, saving hundreds of hours monthly for the whole organization. So by spotting inefficiencies, you become a key innovator and increase the team's overall productivity. How about onboarding for new employees? You are a HR professional and realize that new hires are overwhelmed during the onboarding process because of poorly organized resources. So you design an easy to navigate digital onboarding guide with FAQs, videos, and quick links to critical resources. So after receiving some feedback from a pilot group, you collaborate with HR to roll out the guide globally or for all new hires. So you improve employee satisfaction and reduce onboarding time. How about a peer learning platform? You are tech savvy and your organization frequently relies on external training for skill development, which is costly and time consuming. So you suggest creating an internal learning platform where employees can host workshops and share expertise. So after a successful pilot, you collaborate with HR and IT to roll out the platform company-wide, enabling cross-functional learning. So you enhance knowledge sharing and reduce training costs while empowering employees to grow together, demonstrating entrepreneurship and impact. So the key takeaway is for aspirational professionals like you need to identify problems, create practical solutions, and scale their impact. So let's wrap up. By using the learning from the approach, the framework, and the examples, you can embody entrepreneurship. You can demonstrate innovation by identifying problems and crafting solutions, influence by bringing others on board through collaboration and trust, implementation by putting the plan into action and driving results. In the workplace, as in sports, the MVP or the most valuable player is the one who innovates, influences, and implements. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, remember, you are the only one who can shape your own future. Start your journey with the right mindset at home or at work. So, Guru for now.